Okay. Seriously? This is how we're starting this week? Welcome back to Forza Horizon 4, and the spring has finally arrived. As it is another week in the lovely Forza Horizon 4 world, we got some brand new stuff to go and do with the festival playlist. This week is all about the BMWs or the Toyota Supras, because today we're gonna go unlock the 2019 BMW Z4, otherwise known as the brand new Toyota Supra. Anyways, we can also unlock the BMW M3 GTR. The BMW M3 GTR is a seriously cool car, and it's one of the cars that actually requires you to get 80% completion bonus, so that means you have to go in and do so much of this stuff. So we will do that M3 GTR, just not today. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe. Anyways, today we're going to focus on the Toyota Supra. There's going to be a lot of jokes today. Before we do get into that, there are some new things in the Forzathon shop. So, that's an expensive car. The Ferrari 250 GTO. Literally the most expensive car in the world. Sorry, the most expensive car in the world. As per always, let's hope this doesn't take an hour to go and get the BMW Z4. That should be enough. The Toyota Supra should now be ours. We are so good at this game. Yo, that one only took us 40 minutes as well. We have figured out how to capitalize in the festival playlist department. We are doing a fantastic job. And just like that, the Toyota Supra is ours. All right, I should really start calling it the BMW Z4. So BMW and Toyota teamed up to make the Toyota Supra that everyone's been hearing about recently. Long story short, they also made this thing. This car, the BMW Z4 and the brand new Toyota Supra, are essentially the exact same car. It's probably as close as we're gonna get to the brand new Toyota Supra in Forza Horizon 4. So, if you are a fan of the Supra, this is all you got. Let's go drive it around stock, see how it is, and then we'll see if we can swap on a mad wide body kit, which I know we won't be able to. It's a better sounding car than I thought it would be. Would the Z4 be cheaper? I don't actually know which one's more expensive or whatnot, but like underneath, they're essentially the same car. I'm sure people who are very pedantic will say, oh, they're completely the opposite car. They're nothing alike at all. But long story short, they're pretty much the same. Let's go find a little race for this thing and see what we can do with it. I think this thing's just gonna be a little track, little road car. I mean, it all depends on what type of engines we can swap into it, how big the tires we can get on it are. If the rear wing we can put on it is god awful, then it's never gonna be that fast. And it's already raining in my new car. It's actually not that slow. I mean, nearly 400 horsepower, 3,200 pounds, so it's not super heavy. Rear wheel drive. This is actually like a really solid little sports car. So BMW Z4. So it's actually the BMW Z4 M40i, M40i. If this thing isn't that expensive, I don't know how much this is in real life. I think it could be another one of those. Another S2000 type of thing. I'll say it's not the nicest looking car. I'm sorry, BMW. The S2000 is always going to be better looking than this. It's actually pretty split 50-50 in chat. People who like this car and people who don't. However, like, for me personally, in real life, I would never buy a car like this. I just don't really see, like, the enjoyment out of a brand new sports car like this. Like, let's just say, for example, this thing's $50,000, right? You go out, you can buy this for 50 grand, or let's say you get a really nice example of, say, like a 350Z for 15K. And then you got 35 grand left to go and spend on bits to just make it a little bit cooler. I think I know which one I would prefer. I don't think I could ever justify a car like this. It's just too expensive for, like, what it is. Overall, though, like, to drive, I totally understand why people would like this thing. It's just not the type of thing I would buy. I haven't had my midlife crisis yet. Maybe I'm too young for this. Maybe that's the thing. Let's head back to the festival. Cross fingers that this thing's got some cool car parts for it. So we've got our stock Toyota Supra engine. Fantastic. Is it actually, it is the same engine as the Toyota Supra, right? So, I mean, we can have fun with that. Upgrade it, see what we can get out of a Toyota Supra. 6.2 V8, okay. A 5-liter V10 What is a 5-liter V10? Oh, it's the BMW M5 engine. Oh, shit. So that's a really, really good engine. We'll leave it with the stock Supra engine because I do want to go and slide it around a little bit. And I mean, I more want to see what we could do if we had a Supra in this game. How about our tires? Let's see what we got here. So we come stock on... Oh, whoa. That's stock on sport tires already. So yeah, it makes sense why it wasn't sliding around that much. Track width. Oh, the meat. The meat is real. Yes! I mean, it's not super low. We could definitely go like an inch, half an inch lower. Maybe not in the rear. Weight reduction, we can only remove 500 pounds. 2,500. It's not super heavy. I guarantee you, if we had a hardtop version of this, though, we'd be able to save maybe like an extra 200, 300 pounds. So, Toyota Supra engine, right? Let's see what we can do fully maxed out. 800 horsepower for a Toyota Supra? That's not very good. I guess we'll just go out and drift it with 800 horsepower. I mean, 800 horsepower is obviously a lot of horsepower. However, you think like, oh, 2JZ and you could rock like what? 1,000 easy? Rock like 1,500 with some real effort? Rock like 2,000 horsepower if you push it? That's what I'm comparing it to. I totally understand 800 horsepower is a hell of a lot. I hate these cars with 1,000 gears. They mess up my drifting. It says we can do 238 miles an hour? No way. All right, then we got our drift suspension on. I'm not going to tune any of that. Let's just get a quick little paint job on the thing because the orange is, well, it's brown. Red is not bad. That's looking more and more. One of my friends has a bright red S2000 that's exactly this color. It's making me think even more S2000 vibes from this. I'm just saying. Oh, it's very pink in the world. It's very pink colored. I will say, if I did own this thing in real life, the first thing I would do, remove all those badges off the rear. Z4, maybe you leave that one. Maybe you leave the M as well. But the 40i, you totally don't need that at all. Okay, let's take it to a better drift zone for it. Maybe, the one where we come in, we do a little jump drift across the train tracks, and then we go into the zone. I think it'll work better for something that's more this style. I guess it's missing a folding roof. I don't know if I've ever actually spoken about it before, but I'm not actually a huge fan of convertible cars. I just don't really like them. And jump drift into the zone. Little bit of nice way to sideways act. All right, here's the other problem with having no roof. It's raining now. And we're getting a little bit wet. Come on. I think this thing actually might set a new personal best here. 90K, 102K. What's my... That's a new personal best. And that wasn't a great run. We can do even better than that. This is where the good old TDU2 would come out perfectly. I could just pull over to the side of the road and I'd be able to fix up the car, put the roof back up. I can totally get more points than I just pulled there. I mean, maybe not in the wet, but come on, fake Toyota Supra. You're supposed to be the younger brother of one of the greatest drift cars and greatest JDM icons of all time. If you don't drift, you are an embarrassment and you should be gone. There we go, even better. 107K, that's not bad at all. I do kind of doubt the 230 mile an hour thing. I don't think there's any way this thing's gonna be able to do that. With 800 horsepower? I don't think so. There's 200 as an Agera goes past, or probably 250. Come on, make it nicely around there. Very good. Down the hill. 220. Oh my god, we are accelerating. How is this doing this? 230. Are you kidding me? 234? This is a lot faster than I was thinking. 238, 239 we touched. Goes around the corner, so it's not even relying on the like gravity pulling it down. Wow. Okay, well, I stand corrected. Well played, Toyota Supra. BMW Z4. That was weird. Hold on, I do kinda also... The new Toyota Supra is great and all. However, what if we made the ultimate Toyota Supra? Kinda. You are kinda cock-blocking me, game, when you don't give me a 2JZ to swap into the car. You just give me two V8s and a V10. I get it. It's a BMW, but I want my 2J. 900 horsepower now. I'm just saying, this is I'll call this the second best Toyota Supra you could make. You can't complain with a V10 from an M5 in a Z4. Not bad. Forza's crushing my hopes and dreams. It sounds so weird. It's also a lot grippier than I was expecting. Like, I kind of built this car to be a balls to the wall drift car, and it kind of just grips around. This sound coming out of a Z4 is so weird. It's not right. It's revving to 9,000. Actually, you know what would have else been pretty cool for this thing? An S2000 swap. Get some VTEC life. That would have been pretty cool as well. Also, this is going to destroy the point score from before, I'm feeling. 95, and this is not a good run. There we go, 100. 120. All right, it might not, it's weird, because on paper, it's not the best drift car. However, it works pretty well. Okay, one more thing for the Toyota Supra before we end this. We're going up to race time. Oh, S2? No. I don't want to be S2. Houston, we have a problem. Yeah, I don't want my Z4 to be S2 class. There's no way. 840 horsepower, V10, rear wheel drive, big grippy tires. Z4 race edition with a... Okay, the gears are a little weird. Well, we won't worry about that. We're just doing the 11th to 1st challenge. Keep in mind, this was a drift car 5 minutes... Okay. Doesn't really like to... Wait, I'm driving this around with a lock diff. Okay, that would explain the sliding. I could have also definitely used a rear wing and front splitter. That would have made this a hell of a lot better. If you want to take your Z4 to a racetrack, don't ask me to make it for you, because I'm going to forget the important bits. By forget, I mean not include the ugly Forza wing on your car, so technically my one's actually better. As everybody knows, looking good is better than actually winning the race. The Z4, though, pretty solid little drift car. I will give it that for sure. I mean, it's a nice little balance. 900 horsepower. I mean, if you swap in the V8, you could probably get over 1,000. Actually, yes, you can get over 1,000. I am just saying, if we could get the actual Supra... That would be so great. Come on, get the... Too late. The BMW Z4? Not a bad car at all. Definitely worth the time to go and get the thing. However, even more worth the time will be the BMW M3 GTR that we will be unlocking either tomorrow or the next day, so make sure you subscribe for that.